Selfishness to compassion. I'm back here in Kenya, and so many different fields are integrating into the work. And now it's bringing up even more results around selfishness and transforming it. And when you step in or put an intention to open a field up, it will start bringing up all the aspects. It's almost like the ancestors will work with us in this, and they will start in the next days before the webinar to bring up the subtle systems around selfishness or narcissistic behavior. And maybe it's playing out in your life and you're involved in a relationship where there's narcissistic or selfishness. So it's going to work through the systems before the webinar starts. So what I would really invite you to do for homework before the webinar is to really just be willing to face yourself and to be almost like more open-minded to face yourself, to see, do you have any subconscious layers of selfishness running in your system, in your life, or around you? So you can really take note of it and bring it up to the conscious level. And then in the webinar, we'll work on transforming it. So I'm looking forward to holding space for this before we go into the next steps. The next steps are huge, really, really huge. But for this one, for it to really go into the nature codes, to really go into flow, it's very important to clear these levels of selfishness because it disconnects us from success, from everything actually, from flow, from rhythm, from creation, from the nature codes. So it will really bring you back into state of surrender to your greatness and to really go back into abundance with yourself. And that's what I love about being here in Kenya, is that the field is naturally abundant with nature and with creation itself, that it's still very tangible, or you can feel it in the field when you're here. So I'm looking forward to really supporting you, and also being in this house, which is called Kisamani House. It's the well. So this is one of the oldest houses here in Shella. And it's called a well because the main well of the village is this house. And going back a few hundred years, it was part of the village community where it was feeding or giving water to the community. And that's what I feel very much in this house, is that the ancestral energy of this sharing is in the system, and to nourish in the system. So there's many, many codes, which I feel very honored to be in with the ancestors here, that these very ancient ancestral codes are in the house itself and creating this well of abundance, which I'm really looking forward to bring in these results into the webinar, and this sharing, this community. Shell is a very interesting community. You know, we've got the donkeys, the chickens, and they walk around the village. As we walk around the village, the presence of the donkeys and everything is feeling of they're part of the community, and they feel part of the community themselves. It's very interesting. And this is the way this system is running. It's running in a way that it's the community, and it's all working together in this small ecosystem of many different tribes and many different mindsets, and it works. So yeah, it's very interesting that I'm in this very old historical house and very important house. And downstairs we have got, I don't know, you've probably saw it on my Instagram where it's showing the Vadakas and their ancient turtles. So it's got the codes of the turtles in the house as well, which are the gates to the universe. And they're in the universe, in the house as well. So it's really interesting that this webinar is coming in while I'm here in Shella, in this very important house, should I say, this important field of creation, of holding you, safety, nourishment, and the well. You know, it's vitality, sharing, the community well. So I'm looking forward to bringing this webinar through and supporting you. So once again, if you feel any aspects of you in the next days coming up where your behavior is selfish, or you reflect on your life as being selfish, different aspects, or the people are showing that to you from the outer world, I invite you to ask in the system, where is it from? Is it from the ancestors? Is it from your childhood? Where is it from in the system? And you will find it. And then I'm looking forward to transforming it. So yeah, have a beautiful experience. And I always see myself like a detective looking into the system to find these keys and these places. So yeah, have a beautiful day and yeah, enjoy the homework. And I look forward to seeing you at the webinar. Thank you.